The idea of America has always been freedom. For me, it's always been freedom. Even when I think about slavery, World War I, World War II, the American Revolution, the Civil War, it's always been the fight for freedom, because like once ideas get to moving, then we have to negotiate these ideas. And sometimes when you negotiate these ideas, you get friction. Right now, we're living in like the most technologically advanced time in the history of the world. This is crazy. Chat GPT and all the other large language models, they're the most powerful things the world has ever seen. Like I grew up in the 90s, and so I saw, the internet go boom, and so many people became millionaires and billionaires because of this tech advancement. And right now, man, Chat GPT and AI is more powerful, more better than the e-commerce boom. Is more powerful than the Industrial Revolution. This is going to change the world in ways that we've never imagined. The American government has controlled the American person's brain for the last 60 years. Ever since the invention of advertising and the television together, they have controlled the American person's brain. They understand your psychology better than you understand your psychology. And it bothers me that we never negotiated with media companies to be part owners in the media companies, saying as we are their consumers, we are their product. Everything, the music industry, everything, the television, everything they do, it's made to go directly into your brain. They want to make you cry. They want to make you angry. They want to have they want to move you psychologically. Hell yeah, that's psychological control right now in America. It exists right now. If you wanted to see it like implemented on a national scale, what their power is, they can make you sit in your house for 18 months to 2 years, tell you not to go outside, not go get no vitamin D, no sunshine, no contact with human people. They can tell you to do this. They can pass laws to force you to do this. So when I want to dial back just a little bit, this whole concept of America, for me, it's always been the fight for freedom, because freedom is progressive based on the technology and your economy and the people. Are they cowards, or do they have the heart to fight? This determines what the future looks like. And the future of America, especially with all this money that's about to come from AI, it could be extremely powerful. It could be. But do we have the ability to have difficult conversations? Do you have the ability to have a difficult conversation, or are you too stuck on Democrat, Republican? Because if your brain only works Democrat, Republican, if your brain only operates in a binary where it's black and white, then hell, you miss all the nuance and all the beauty of fighting for freedom going forward for all people, like fighting for the future. This flag is cool, you know what I'm saying? This symbolism. But when I think about America, I don't think about the flag. I think about you. I think about your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, your children. I think about you, your well-being, and what your life will look like in 50 years. Man, 50 years ago, the American person thought they were going to have a house and a car. And that's not all that stuff was possible. All of that stuff was possible. It's always been possible for every American citizen to participate in the tangible American dream. What's that? What's that? A house, a car, and kids. Hell yeah. A house, a car, and kids is the only way that you actually build wealth and maintain the future. Because look, damn, like life is so easy. For me, life is so easy, but we had all this psychological war happening. You've been brainwashed. And so since you've been brainwashed, you believe in so much nonsense that is anti-life. It's anti-humanity. In order to sustain your population, there needs to be a child for the dad, a child for the moms. These say a boy and a girl. That's like the ideal family, because you sustain the population. But if you want your population to grow, then you have to have more children. This is basic mathematics. These are facts. Men and women have to fall in love and have babies. I say the fall in love part, you know what I'm saying? Like we have to be able to like each other for long enough to take care of this child. This has always been the American way. But we moved away from tangible possessions, house, car, washers, dryers. We moved away from that. And we started competing with each other. When I say we, men and women, hell yeah. Once they told a woman that she didn't have to have babies no more, then she started competing with me. And the world, my whole life, they've been saying this stuff, but I don't care what they say. I've actually lived it. Like when I was a child, I was on the playground, and wasn't no girl faster than me. And in middle school, wasn't no girl stronger than me. Like in life, you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't have the physical capacity to do the jobs that I'm doing in all the workforces I've ever been in. I'm only talking about physicality. But physicality is a huge part of the world that we exist in. And so like once we allowed women to come and overtake the physical space, there's no more negotiating. The family erodes. And I'm not blaming women. We're all under psychological attack. The television, movies, the smartphone is controlling all of us. And as we're having this battle, because this is World War III, World War III isn't America versus China, America versus Russia. It's none of that. It's the human being versus the machine. And when I say the machine, it's so good. If you don't use Chat GPT, man, you can talk to Chat GPT and they'll just sit there and glaze you and glaze you and glaze you, have you all buttered up like a goddamn Shipley's donut, it will. And then if you don't have the intestinal fortitude, if no one's ever glazed you before, if you've never received a compliment before, then all of a sudden you think this goddamn machine is the most powerful thing that the world has ever made because it said something nice to you. God damn it, the power of humanity. This is for you, very specifically. When you're outside today and you come across a person who looks like they're having a hard day, say something nice to that person. Human interaction, human beings, the lack of love, the lack of empathy is destroying our nation. And we're screaming about some fucking Democrats and some Republicans and some goddamn black people type shit. That's nasty. When right now, because all they have to do is distract us for just a little while. When I say the people are getting all the money. The government, OpenAI, Sam Altman, Google, Elon Musk, as long as we're distracted on things that we really, you know what I'm saying, like opinion. My opinion is that we need to work together. You call it socialism, you call it communism, I'll call it goddamn the American people standing up against the power system. You understand? Like, follow me, please don't get lost. I know that this is, there's no editing, there's no none of that. This is the most personal, most intimate thing that we could ever do. It's called communication. That's what makes us so like powerful in this world, is for us to be able to communicate ideas and then disseminate those ideas and watch those ideas grow and grow and grow. But ideas really do move slowly. But unless they go viral, but then the algorithm controls what goes viral. So anyway, if I only get 10 views on this video, God damn it, I hope 7 of these people take some of this information and be like, damn, we have the power to change America right now. How? Through the power of negotiation. That's all the whole existence in life is negotiating resources, negotiating time. That's all, negotiating energy. And so I use the example of media and goddamn on television, how they've been siphoning money away from us. And the American person, they get nothing in return. We just got fatter and lazier and we don't own anything. And so we're so pacified by entertainment that we're entertaining ourselves to death. We're entertaining ourselves to death. And while we're entertaining ourselves to death, we're also distracted on this new nuclear weapon that's about to get dropped on the American people. Boom! Large language models, artificial intelligence, artificial general intelligence. There's coming to America. It's coming to America faster than any other nation. The most powerful psychological tool that's ever existed in the history of the world is about to hit you dead in your face, and you don't own no stock in these companies. And so what's the negotiation? I mean, if you want to implement that most powerful tool, I need to own a piece of that tool. What's the negotiation? I don't know. Shoot, 75% to the American people. How about that? 75% of total revenue, total ownership of this most powerful thing that's siphoning your thoughts, controlling your behavior. Maybe I should own the thing that owns me. Oh, that's an interesting question. Maybe I should own the thing that owns me. Maybe I should own Google. Maybe I should own OpenAI. Maybe I should own Meta. Maybe these should be mine because they've built their companies not just on my ideas, but on my relationships, on my actual personhood. They've siphoned my thoughts. And you say, well, you signed the terms of service and terms of agreement. God damn it. You don't have the right to own me. I own myself in the physical realm, the digital realm, the spiritual realm, and every other realm into perpetuity. Whatever realm that you can create, I own myself there too. Slavery is outlawed, abolished. I don't care about a constitution. I don't care about a terms of service. I care about being free. That's what this shit means. America, the concept of free people. That I negotiate my freedom no matter if I have to go to war to negotiate my freedoms, no matter if I have to protest to negotiate my freedom. I will negotiate freedom because I don't want to be enslaved. not to a nation, not to a person, not to a company. Hell no, not to a machine. But the only way we fight back against these machines, the only way we fight back against the government, the only way we fight back against these corporations is collaboration. Human beings working together. Men preparing themselves to go to battle in the most treacherous, the most dangerous, the most horrific battle the world has ever seen, because we're fighting against something that's smarter than us. We've never seen this before. A thing that can exponentially become smarter whenever it wants. Boom, smarter, faster, stronger. And so the only thing that we can do is like hope that the human spirit is so resilient that we refuse to die. And that's my hope, the greatest American alive.